So let me start with /10. Many years ago, I was project manager, and those of you who remember, /10 was pretty late and we had lots of troubles. I said to myself back then, I will learn how to manage projects and I will never have sleepless nights or weekend shifts anymore. That's how I came to Agile.
And I was one of the people who tried to get more agile development into SUSE right from the beginning.
When I took over SUSE Manager in 2010, we started with Scrum from the beginning.
We set it up in a way that we said, okay, we do it right. We start from scratch, we implement Scrum.
We had troubles because none of us had a formal Scrum training. So we didn't really understood what we are doing, but it felt good and it was the right direction.
It was actually the first time in my life that I felt a little bit like a revolutionary. It was, I felt like Che Guevara or Emiliano Zapata. It was, we were starting a revolution back then because nobody had any clue around Agile. Nobody wanted to hear about this.
So I actually looked up the dates. We started the first formal Scrum sprint in 2013, in summer 2013.
It was mentioned that whatever we are doing is much too fancy for the IT industry. It's not enterprise ready. It's not a quality that people expect. Agile is so weird and so on.
There were some skeptics there which said that doesn't work. And I think they are now one of the examples for one of the most sophisticated Scrum teams. For me, the amazing thing was that almost everybody was more happy than before. And that's an achievement which is hard to do. So I was really happy about that.
Then when I came here to SUSE and started working at SEC already had a Scrum process, so we were using the Scrum framework.
I joined SUSE in late 2015 and I was very happy to see that there were already many things from best practice from Agile already in place.
Basically, as Scrum Master, one of the basic things I take care of is that meetings happen, that the processes are followed, and that everybody is up to date on what Scrum means, how it works for us, how we use Scrum.
Now we do regular retrospectives. I consider the most important meeting to reflect on ourselves, what we do.
And it's also a perfect place to apply the Agile because people are so passionate and motivated about what they're doing.
But also an important thing is, or a more important thing is that we make sure that our processes and the way we work improves over time.
I still see surprises in customer eyes when we talk about Agile at SUSE.
And we still kept our path and we moved forward, and now, like 5 years afterwards, it's our main development strategy, it's the main development methodology that we have. And I'm extremely happy about this.
The real kick came when we had a formal training of everyone on Scrum and Agile.
We have a group of people who are doing really great trainings about Agile. So if you are a new team or you're a team that wants to start doing Agile or Scrum, you should really talk to these people, have a training for your team so that everybody understands really what the value is.
So currently the PS department or team has a training, and this one is conducted so that everybody on board shares the same understanding of what we understand as Agile principles at SUSE and how they can be applied in the daily development work of SUSE.
Well, I think one important thing is that everybody should be on the same page on a new team when they want to start with, for example, Scrum. If the team doesn't understand the value of Scrum, why they're doing it, that can be bad. The point of Scrum is that we are a happy team working together, be aligned and be productive.
So Kanban would be an interesting approach to look at. Maybe also do some more formal training for that, like we did with Scrum, because we made a really, really good experience with that.
Embracing flexibility and a focus towards the customer, which might mean that we need to change more often than we did in the past, that we need to be much more flexible in the way how we are accepting requests, how we are reacting to demands from the market and so on.
What I would like to try in the future is collaborate closer with support, because support's usually a ping pong. We don't have the direct customer contact. I would like to better understand how support works, and if we could get a direct engineering customer contact.
I would say we are like 1/3 on our way. There are a lot of things missing. I mean, engineering is obviously moving towards a more agile approach, and it's done in most of the teams.
Another thing I think we are struggling with is that we have agile teams. We have teams which are great in producing results, which are great in accepting feedback, which are great in accelerating the work they do, but we don't have an agile organization yet.
But it's more than engineering. We have to bring product management, we have to bring marketing, we have to bring all the other functions forward.
What I see as the future for the Agile Guild, so for SUSE, is that we can bring more teams and more departments together and work on a bigger scale.
I've yet to find a team within SUSE who did Agile and said, no, we will go back to waterfall. I've never seen this, and I don't think I will ever see this.
So I think we are on a good path, but we are far from done.
To start with Agile, just do it.
The Agile Guild is an endeavor to bring people together that are enthusiastic about Agile project management, how to do efficient software development. What the Agile Guild achieved so far is that we have, for example, trainings in place, and these trainings are by SUSE for SUSE.
Yeah, I really have fun with Agile, especially when we have go have beers at the bar nearby and talk about Agile topics with everybody who's interested. That's a really fun thing to do.
I'm changing quite often the type of beer that I'm drinking, and actually this is a good one that I will just test now. It's certainly very, very important for the Agile development to have enough beer reserves in the server rooms.